Hi, today we're going to do a Punnett Square with two different traits. We're going to use seed shape with capital R standing for round and the dominant allele, and lowercase r standing for the recessive allele, which is wrinkled, and seed color, yellow being dominant to green, so capital Y stands for yellow and lowercase y stands for green. Both parents are going to be heterozygous for both seed shape and seed color. The first thing we need to do is figure out what different gametes each parent can make. The easiest way to do this is to use FOIL, which is a method you probably remember from math class. It stands for first, outside, inside, last. So the first is capital R, capital Y. Outside is capital R, lowercase y. Inside is lowercase r, capital Y, and last is lowercase r, lowercase y. You could refigure the whole thing for the mother, but since the mother has exactly the same genotype as the father, in this case, we know that the mother's going to have exactly the same gametes as the father. Now we are going to combine the gametes. First, let's fill in the mother's alleles. So we'll just start across the top. And then we will fill in the father's alleles. And we'll work our way from the top to the bottom. All right, now we need to make sense of this mess. The first thing you'll be asked to do is figure genotypic ratios. So we have a lot of different genotypes here. We can start with homozygous dominant for both traits. There's only one individual that looks like that, and so the ratio is 1 out of 16. The next genotype we have is homozygous dominant for seed shape and heterozygous for seed color. There are 2 out of 16 that look like that. The next one we have is homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive. There is only 1 that looks like that, so that's 1 out of 16. Then you have heterozygous for seed shape and homozygous dominant for seed color. We have 2 that look like that, so that's 2 out of 16. We have heterozygous for both. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 that look like that. So that's 4 out of 16. Now you could simplify these, but we're not going to right now. We're going to leave them just like that. So the next genotype we have is heterozygous for seed shape, homozygous recessive for seed color, and we have 2 that look like that, so that's 2 out of 16. And we have homozygous recessive for seed shape and homozygous dominant for seed color. There's 1 that looks like that. And then we have homozygous recessive for seed shape and heterozygous for seed color. There are 2 that look like that, 2 out of 16. And then finally, there's homozygous recessive for both traits, and there is only 1 that looks like that. That's how you figure the genotypic ratios. Now we have to figure the phenotypic ratios. But before we do, let's double check our work. If we have done this correctly, then all of our ratios should add up to 16 out of 16 because that's the way fractions work, right? So this is 1, this is 3, 4, 6, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 16. So that works out just right. Okay, let's figure out our phenotypic ratios. There are some different phenotypes we can have. We can have round yellow seeds. And this one looks like that, and this one looks like that, and this one looks like that, and this one looks like that. Every time you have a capital for both genotypes, you will have round and yellow seeds. So that's 9 out of 16. You can have round green seeds. And this one looks like that. And this one looks like that. So that is 3 out of 16. You can have wrinkled yellow seeds. And this one looks like that, and this one looks like that. So that is 3 out of 16. And you can have wrinkled green seeds. And this is the only one that looks like that. 1 out of 16. So those are your phenotypic ratios. Hopefully this helps. There will be lots of opportunity to practice. Thank you for watching. Stay awesome.